Hello! Oh gosh. That's what I get for like doing it as soon as I just took a drink of water. Hello everyone! I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 7, Week 5, Day 7. So today, this upcoming week, we have a lot of things going on. Nexus is basically doubling how many troops it has. It is getting 7 more new troops next week, which is more than double if you're playing free-to-play, and pretty much double if otherwise. Because, yeah, it has, like, what? Let me see. We go double check. So we're getting 7 next week. 2 tomorrow and 5 on Friday because of the Mythic. And currently there are 10. Basically, if you're playing free-to-play, there is 6 currently. If you're playing with the normal pack, you have 8. And if you super ultra bought it up, you have 10. And we're getting another 7 next week. So basically double of how many currently are. Oh, I actually got an upgrade sitting here. So we're going to go over all that. But first, we'll go check the official post and see what they have to say. Also, thumbnail still hasn't updated. YouTube, what are you doing? I have no clue why. But YouTube, as of the last couple days on the back end, if you try like messing with the thumbnail and try editing it, at least on the streaming side, sometimes it will keep saying like, oh, you edited it too many times recently. You have to wait like 24 hours or something before you can edit again. And it's done that when I haven't even like touched it in like a day. And it's still like, nope, you edited it recently or too many times, so you can't anymore. And then you just click it a few more times and it's like, oh, it works. 1 second. Let me go fix that. And then we'll go over the spoilers because, gosh, there's a lot going on this upcoming week. This week was kind of tame other than Centurion being broken beyond belief. But next week we definitely have a lot to make up for it, that's for sure. Just want to get this out real quick. And of course, it's the first Friday of the month, so that means we have a Mythic too, and that's for the Kingdom as well. Okay, why on earth? 1 second. Technical difficulties. All right, let me go put this here. Put this in here. Put the other thing in the other thing. And click this several times until it tells me I can. Oh, will it let me first time this time? Ooh. Oh, nope. Let me try again. Did it go? Okay. I think we fixed it. Okay, anyways. So, where were we? So. Let's go to the official post. And then we'll discuss stuff from there. Assuming there even is an official post. Because sometimes they haven't been posting it recently. But let's check that first. Since ideally they have posted it. Also, hello everyone! Hello Jim God Diaz, hello Ricardo, hello Logic Slayer, hello Isabel, hello Tyrian, hello Barbara, hello Isabel, hello Defiant, hello Cookie, hello Mr., hello Tyrian, hello Redline K, hello Cookie, hello NASA. Also, why am I reading from the top, bottom down, or the bottom up? Hello Tyrian, hello everyone else. I'm not sure why, but whenever I read from the bottom upwards instead of up down, or you know how you normally read downwards, I mess up so much. I'm not sure what it is about it. I guess because it's not the orientation which you normally read in. Let's see. I'm looking for... Did they not make an official post, really? That's kind of funny. Still? They haven't been? Yeah, there's no official news. Really? Are they that behind again? Still? Whose job is it to do this? There's no post. Okay, new plan. Double check to see if they just didn't post it on the forum and see if it's on the other thing. Otherwise, we'll go check TJTimebomb. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the thing, isn't it? That's weird. So it's not on the forum, but it's over here. So, as far as the Ward event next week, or as far as new troops. So this one is available for Glory, I believe it is? No, Ward event shop. So in the Ward event shop this week, we will get the Warder Weird. And it ends up being a blue-purple epic. It deals damage to an enemy, and if they are a tower... Oh, sorry, wait, what? There's not an invasion event like that. Why is that in a... Wait, what? Okay, why? So we're getting an invasion troop in a world event. Why on earth is that happening? That's a weird combination. That threw me off for a second. But no, we're getting a invasion troop in a world event. That is a little strange, but that is what this troop is, essentially. It's a tower-killing troop, but obtained during world event and not during an invasion event. this Monday. From the standard world event, probably on tier 4. Actually, probably to get a max, it's like tier 6, but I think you could just buy to a certain point in its blue orbit and save a lot of gems. Anyways, we also got this cool bird, the Waterborne Owl. This one is available for glory. 300 glory each, ends up giving you green blues, which are pretty useful arcane. It deals damage to an enemy and freezes them. If the enemy dies, creates 2 elemental stars and gains an extra turn. So kind of okay if it gets a kill, though generally is not going to be doing such a thing. So for that reason, it's probably not going to get used. We're also getting a new book, which is also from the event shop. And this will end up exploding 4 gems for each blue ally and each elemental ally. This actually has potential to be ridiculously strong. Because let's say, for example, you use this with elemental hero class. Minimum, you're at 12 explosions. Actually, never mind. It has a base value of 0. So technically minimum 8 explosions, but still. That's pretty solid. And then if you have like 1 out of blue or 1 other like elemental on your team, because you're definitely going to have at least 1 out of blue, you're up to 12. So this has potential to be a really good mana accumulation weapon. If I'm not mistaken, it doesn't say it here. However, I believe this weapon also has Blue Storm, which is pretty insane. It's actually probably the most noteworthy thing about this, how many gem spawns it does, combined with Blue Storm. Let me see. 1 second. Why on earth did it do that? Come back! There we go. So, if we go over to weapons, and we check over on the weapon we're getting tomorrow, you might notice an Ice Storm. This is ridiculously good. Because you get to do a bunch of board clear, and then create a Blue Storm back into the color you're using. They also boost ratios off of other blues, which also includes this Mirage Queen, which you're probably using in an elemental team. And it just has so much synergy. It's kind of like what Jar of Eyes was before it got nerfed, but even better. It's basically just pre-nerf Jar of Eyes, but stronger. Which is kind of funny. Because they bothered to go out their way to nerf Jar of Eyes, yet this thing's stronger than Jar of Eyes. So why did they even nerf Jar of Eyes in the first place then? But, which doesn't make any sense. But yeah, it's a Blue Storm on a blue book that boosts ratios off of other blues and elemental, but mostly blues. But if you're using pure elemental, you're getting double dip on that. So that's a really solid weapon. And you get it for the Word event. It's pretty cheap too. I believe you only need to spend like 500 towards the event or something, 500 gems or so, to end up getting the weapon, which isn't too bad. Though also don't forget, this is the last probably day to get the Soulforged Terror cards if you haven't already. We covered a video on that on Friday if you didn't already see. But as far as like the Devil, the Star, well, Devil's pretty bad value, but there's things like the Star, the Moon, the Emperor, the Sun. If you haven't picked them up, I believe this is the last day to do so. You have like 5 hours left. So get on that grind. If you do treasure hunt every second from now until reset, you have enough to get like 1 more of them if you want to do it that way. Maybe even less because of tribute and other things. But yeah, I believe those are gone in like 5 more hours, so do make sure to get on that if you still need them. As far as the Word event next week, I believe it's pretty straightforward, just rarity order. Though it does have a different amount for every single one, which is absurdly annoying. So Bastion Tower is worth the most, with Blast Tower worth the next... Wait, they're all towers? Okay, that makes more sense then. Okay, this thing being a Tower Slayer has now made more sense. But, interesting. So they're literally just all towers for a World event. That's kind of weird. It's basically a World event that's now an invasion event. But yeah, Bastion Tower, that's how you're going to remember that then. That makes that even more confusing. Hold up. Because literally every single one is a different one. And they're not in alphabetical order or any way that makes any amount of sense. That is exceedingly annoying. Honestly, I'm just about to like copy paste that into the video and just be like, here it is. Just reference it. Because gosh, I don't know, maybe there's some kind of way to memorize that. That seems kind of annoying. Like absurdly annoying. Never mind. That's kind of bad. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Anyways, so we got a lot of things going on though. Beyond that, several things, most notably Friday. So as far as other things that we got going on next week, of course we're finishing up the arena event right now, actually tonight. Tuesday we have ourselves the faction event for, oddly enough, another weird one, Sea of Sorrows. Even though we have a faction event, or sorry, even though we have a weekly event for Nexus next week, it doesn't have a faction until Friday. So the faction event this Tuesday is still a weird one, which is why we're getting Sea of Sorrows. One pretty noteworthy thing about Sea of Sorrows, though, is the weapon's pretty good. It has Withering Staff. You see me using it occasionally. It's a pretty good alternative skull option, especially when you're restricted outside of using other options. It's a nice way to do skulls when, depending on your restrictions. It's also used occasionally with like Phoenicia for cleanup and a couple other things. But it's a pretty good weapon pickup, so highly advised. On Wednesday, we're going to be getting Pet Rescue for the Moist Owlet, which is a new Nexus pet. Brand new one that's going to be doing Elemental bonus, which is an insanely good bonus, of course. So it's going to be nice. I'm actually surprised we didn't already have a Elemental bonus. Thursday, we have the class event for Elementalists, because even though the faction isn't out yet, the hero class is. So if you didn't end up maxing out the Elementalist already, and you're still looking to get a little bit of EXP or just getting some free XP towards it, you can do that this Thursday. This is the first time we've had an Elemental event since, you know, the other week when we end up having the class event for it. But pretty recently, obviously. But another opportunity to get more XP for, if nothing else. And then this Friday, we have 2 things going on. The brand new faction and the Mythic itself. So let's go over all 5 of those troops then. Since we are getting all 5 of them this Friday. 2 tomorrow, 5 on Friday. So let's see, what's the easiest way to bring this up? I guess just grab the link address for each one and just put them down. So there is the Mythic. And now I just need the other 4, I mean. So I need that, I need you, copy link address, put you in there. At this point, I think we're in rarity order. Oh no, that's the epic, never mind. Not what I wanted, but I can still grab it that way, I guess. Not the way I wanted to grab it. Because for whatever reason, it opens in its like own little tab thingy in this like interface, which is kind of weird. So this is definitely the Legends. Which one's the correct one? I think it's this one. Aha, I got the right one. The reason why the Legend has more is because it's used during like the storyline dialogue thingy. So they need like another icon for it that has a different orientation. So it always gets that extra file that shows more of it. Or shows in like a slightly different orientation. Okay, so Mythic. This comes out on Friday. Actually, all 5 of these that we're about to go over all come out on Friday. So this one is Kalka. It's very similar to like Tina 9000 and other similar options that have like a several hit, multi-hit that boost ratios based on something. She's specifically an elemental mystic, obviously from Nexus. All of these are from Nexus. It is a green, blue, red. As far as what it does, it deals damage to 4 random enemies, boosted by elemental stars. So she gets a 6 times boost ratio on that. So that could potentially be good. Let's say there's like 5 elemental stars on the board. That's like 30 additional damage, which means in total that's 120 additional damage. The only big issue with this is it's really hard to have a lot of elemental stars on the board, because obviously the more there is, the more likely they will get all aligned. It's kind of like the same situation where like wild cards boost ratio, if that actually doesn't anything even have that, but it's kind of like Uber Doomskull boost ratio, or even something similar to that, or even just standard Doomskull boost ratio. It's one of the reasons why Enraged Carindera isn't generally too oftenly used, is because it's kind of hard to get Doomskull's ratio. It's because the more there is on the board, the more likely they are to connect together, which obviously then makes it so there's almost none on the board. And well, not wild cards, but elemental stars have that same kind of issue with it. However, she does have an interesting thing going for it. Her unique trait, 50% chance to create an elemental star at the start of her turn. So if you get really lucky with this, you're basically just getting free mana accumulation right at the start of your turn that then cascades into a bunch of other stuff, and then you just get like 1 billion mana, because you're basically getting an extra destroy while also getting a 3 match at minimum off the board, simply from her starting her turn. So this has some pretty good potential to be a lot of value just at the start of her turn. There might even be a situation where you literally just run 3 or 4 of her, just because you could potentially get like 2 to 3 elemental stars at the start of every single one of your turns. While normally spawning that many isn't too good, be able to spawn that many like every single turn without any downtime is kind of decent. So it'll be interesting to see exactly how this ends up panning out, since it does that literally every single turn. And one other thing that's pretty noteworthy is she does auto end her turn, which normally would be a bad thing, though due to her final trait could actually be a beneficial aspect of her. Because if you're using like 2 of this Mirage Queen and like 1 other option, like that can end up functioning. You would need like 1 other thing that uses like brown or something similar to kind of put that together. And maybe some of the other colors. Like, I don't know. Is there a good brown, yellow, purple that would put that together? We need to look into it, because that would cover everything else while also covering the brown. But if there's like a really good brown, yellow, purple that could kind of do that, that'd be kind of interesting to see. The first thing that comes to mind is Vespera. I'm pretty sure there's a different option out there. Isn't Vespera, pretty sure it is. Isn't Vespera those colors? Pretty sure she is. Vespera... I mean, not Vespera. Why do I keep saying Yavandra, I mean? I keep making that mistake sometimes. That's not how you spell Yavandra, is it? Why is your name so bad? Yavandra? Am I that clueless? How do you spell... Yevendra. Okay. I will eventually get it correct. But yeah, that's her coloration. I was correct. Just making sure. Anyways, so yeah. Overall, honestly, compared to something like Mambasira, I feel like she has a lot of potential. Because something like Mambasira, which I'm probably also going to type like extremely incorrectly right now. Nope, not right. Nope, also not right. Oh, there it is, Mambasira. Like something like this doesn't have much follow-up. Because all she does is, like a similar premise. She does the 6 random enemies instead of 4, but with no boost ratio. But she doesn't have any kind of follow-up. Her final traits just give a bunch of green allies a bunch of stats. There's no, like, board control follow-up to it. Whereas this new Mythic does. So it'll be interesting to see exactly how this ends up panning out. Because it does end up getting a potential of getting a lot of mana at the start of every turn. And this does stack. So you could have 2 of them on your team, 3 of them, 4 of them. Though there'd be no point in really doing that many, but, you know, you technically could. Anyways, so that's the new Mythic coming out this Friday. As far as getting it, it does seem pretty solid, so I would probably advise it. It's also literally the only Mythic for Nexus, so there's a 100% chance you currently have 0 Mythics for Nexus. So probably a good idea to get one just to have one, because you'll need it for 10 stars. I'm not sure if we're actually going to be able to reach 10 stars anytime soon. However, it is required for 10 stars whenever we do get to that point. So even more of a reason to pick up this thing next Friday. Or I should say this Friday. Anyways, as far as the faction, this is also coming out that exact same day. The first Friday of December, of course. So this thing is the legend for the faction. It has a Void Rift. It creates 5 to 7 Umbra stars. Oh gosh, what are Umbral stars? What is this mechanic? Gosh, they've been adding a lot of new things lately. I honestly do not know. Let's see. What could we possibly be an Umbral star? Is it like a yellow-purple version of the other star? That'd be kind of funny. Like a plus, like create a plus destroy with yellow-purple. If that's what it does, that's actually pretty hilarious. I hope that's what it does. It might almost do it because that's actually its coloration. And based on how it's going, isn't the place like a yellow-purple as well? Because if I'm not mistaken, we can actually see it right over here. It is a yellow-purple. Oh, that would be really funny if that's what it is. If I had to guess, it's a yellow-purple plus destroy. Let's see. You can reach 9 stars this Friday. You can reach 11 on the 17th. Oh, okay. So it's almost 10 star then. It's literally going to be like 1 troop off then. Interesting. Yeah, so it's almost 10 star then. Not all the way there yet. But anyways, it also has Umbra Aura, which conjures an Umbral Storm when matching 4 or more gems. Umbral Storm, I assume, just makes the Umbral Stars fall more often. Because that can't be Yellow-Purple Storm. It's probably the thing that spawns specifically that star. Interesting. What a weird combination. That does have some amount of potential, though the amount of spawn is probably going to be slightly too low. It's going to have that issue similar to a lot of the other things like the wild cards. Like a lot of them other than the Centurion that we got the most recent week have been kind of bad overall. Anyways, next is the Epic. The Darkborn Warlock ends up dealing magic scatter damage. Boosted by purple gems and purple allies. Nothing too special here. It's pretty much useless. Also gets to create a purple gem when its turn begins. Overall, basically never going to get used. Next, we have the Lightborne Paladin. She's a 10 mana cost yellow-blue. She ends up gaining magic +1 life, boosted by yellow gems and yellow allies, and then destroys a row, which I assume is choosable. Though based on that wording, it almost doesn't sound like it is, but I'm pretty sure that's choosable. She creates a yellow storm at the start of every turn. She does have holy armor, so she might end up being the tank for the location, because I don't believe we really have a tank otherwise. So we might have to use her as the tank, even though she's a pretty inefficient tank. But it might be the only thing we have for the faction. Definitely not the best of faction tanks, but she'll get the job done. And lastly, we have Void Wisp, which is just the rare. It's a 10 mana cost yellow-brown, and it does a steal magic +1 life, and then 4 mana. Wait, what? Steal magic +1 life, 4 mana. Oh, and 2 magic from an enemy. I thought the sentence was ending there, which threw me off. But yeah, okay, so it steals a bunch of life, 4 mana, and that does mean it accumulates that mana from it, and 2 magic from the enemy. That doesn't seem too good, though theoretically that is stealing life. So one weird strategy you could actually do for this faction is just life steal like crazy. It almost reminds me a little bit of the strategy for Frostfire Keep. So the strategy for Frostfire Keep is normally to just spam, unless you're running with like potions. But if you're running without potions, Actually, I guess either or. It really depends how you want to go about it. But one strategy for it is running 4 Frostfire keeps, or Frostfire Wraiths, I mean. And he ends up stealing a bunch of life from the first enemy. And you just keep doing this over and over again. This works really well with him because he has 65% reduction and he's super cheap to metal. So it kind of works out pretty nicely. However, it looks like you could almost do the same strategy but less efficiently because he doesn't have any kind of like tankiness to him. But he does have stealthy though. Oh no, does that really help? If you're running a small amount of it, I guess that could. The problem is the rest of your team's going to die and there's no resummon. Well, I guess you could have the tank. Put the yellow-blue tank in front. Have 3 of these. Keep stealing their life. And just do it that way. So, like, run the tank 3 of this and just keep spamming this until you win. Because they all have stealthy, so as long as your tank doesn't die, they have to hit your tank. It's going to be a little awkward at times, though. Because I feel like your tank would eventually die under that circumstance. But it could maybe work. It'd definitely be a bit weird. However, the fact that it steals life does mean it does technically keep gaining life. And with its little mini 4 drain, this does make it so you can kind of keep negating out the enemy's mana. So if any of them are getting close, you can just 4 mana drain them. Then if they take mana, you just 4 mana drain them again. And if they take mana, you just 4 mana drain them again. And the whole time you're stealing their life, as well as a little bit of magic, but most importantly the life. Because the life scales. The magic and mana gain does not scale. But that keeps scaling based on how high your magic is. So I can see this thing actually being the real carry of the faction, which seems really weird. I don't feel like you're going to use it outside the faction. Overall, as far as the 7 things we're getting next week, definitely seems like the Mythic's the best one, though that you could kind of assume the Mythic would be. Like the Mythic and the new Legend. It depends exactly what the new Legend does on to how viable it actually ultimately end up being, though. But yep, those are the 7 then. The 4 from the faction. The 2 from Monday, either of which are 2 interesting. And then, most notably, the new Mythic on Friday, then. So the 2 strongest things, or there's basically 3 strong things, potentially. The Legend from the faction. The Mythic from the Glory Gem Guild and VIP chest drop table next Friday. And then, the book that's on Monday. So as far as the immediate future, that book's probably the most noteworthy thing. Just because it has Blue Storm, which makes it really, really, really good. Having Blue Storm on this thing. And that comes out in like 5 hours from now, actually. But yeah, definitely make sure to go get this. And if you don't want to use gems for it, you can get in a Soul Forge, but I'm pretty sure it's only like 500 gems or so in the event. But yeah, create a nice Storm on this with everything else it does. It's going to be one of the better mana accumulating exploders in the entire game. Like, we already saw what Jar of Eyes could do back when it was really meta. And they basically added it back into the game, but even stronger. Which makes no sense given that they nerfed Jar of Eyes. Maybe they nerfed it because of the summon, I guess. It's confusing. But anyways, that's everything that we got going on this week. However, we still have some stuff going on this weekend for the next several hours. Actually, where's the timer? I want a timer. Show me the timer. Where's all the timers at? There it is. 5 hours and 29 minutes. So in that time, we still have an arena event going on. And of course, we still have those tarot cards in Soul Forge, which are still around if you want to go farm for those. However, the main things we're going to be doing is getting those crowns and finishing out the arena event. So those will probably be our 2 main priorities. And now that we've actually leveled up Elementalists, I can actually just run a quick kill team now, too. So let's go for the crowns first. Back down to difficulty 1, since we don't need anything else. And then we just go to the quick kill team. I will use the one that does double cast as well. All right, there we go. Won't the Mythic be in event keys, too? We don't know. Oh, yeah. What would happen? We actually don't know. We have another Arachnian Weaver situation. I don't even want to comment on it, to be honest. After how insanely bad the previous one was. Though I didn't say it incorrectly last time, though. I made sure to get the data. But because we don't know exactly what will happen, I can't really comment onto what the situation will be on Friday. I'm not even sure if the devs know what it is, but I'm pretty sure they've been preparing for this moment for the last month. How bad the last time went over. But I didn't think about that. It is a Nexus week while also simultaneously having the other thing. It definitely wouldn't be available on Monday. Though, theoretically, it could potentially be in drop table on Friday. I don't think it will be, though. If I had to guess, the answer is no. But the problem with the answer being no is a lot of people think it will be, probably. And there's no clear indication in the game. Though theoretically, they would be correct if it is actually no. Because normally when a new Mythic comes out, it says it's only in the Glory Gem Guild and VIP chest until the following week. And then in the following week it would be. If it coincides with the same week, I believe it would not be in drop table. The only problem with that is that's not really clear. But I'm pretty sure it will not be in drop table next week at any point, not even after Friday. So I would not advise opening event keys on Friday if you're trying to get it, because I'm pretty sure it will not work. We don't need a Weaver 2.0 feature all over again. Almost guaranteed it will be from Friday to Sunday. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what to think after what happened with Weaver. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm saying it won't be until I have proof otherwise. I would not advise opening event keys until there's like 100% definitive proof that they're in event keys. Also, don't do it on Monday because it definitely won't be. Well, we'll check on Friday and see. Hopefully I can have it on the Friday video going over to Mythic. Because by the time I cover that video in the morning, data on that should already be out. Because normally I cover the video around 8 or 10 a.m. and the update's at like, what, 2 a.m.? So the data by then would be out on if it is or isn't. But yeah, we'll find out when it happens. There's really no way of telling until it does. Due to how Mythics used to be, I assume it's not, though. Basically, how Mythics work, or at least how they've described it in the past, like years upon years ago, is they are exclusive in the Glory Gem Guild and VIP Chest week, Glory Gem Guild and VIP Chest for the duration of the week. And then after that week ends, they go into event queue drop table, which means if they coincide with an event, they would not actually be in the drop table. Kind of similar to how when, you know, we get like a campaign Mythic, that campaign Mythic isn't in the event queue drop table that week. It's a similar situation to that, where I'm pretty sure the Mythic we're getting next Friday, even though it's happening during a Nexus week, will not actually be in drop table until the, until, like, you know, another event would happen after the fact. But we'll find out. Long story short, don't open event keys on Friday until we have proof. Because you might burn through a lot of keys for no reason. Because if it's not in drop table, there's literally no Mythic in drop table. There's not even like there's a different Mythic you could just get. You're literally just going to get none. Because if that one Nexus Mythic isn't in drop table, there's no other Nexus Mythic. Because at least what happened with Arachnian Weaver, at least people were still getting Yavandra, if nothing else. But in the case of a Nexus situation, there's literally no other Mythic. So you would just get nothing. Oh, you have your first 1,000 trophies. Nice, congrats. Also, hello, San Diego. Welcome. Also, hello, John. Hello, Daddy Shark. Whoever else said hello to. Hope everyone's been doing well and been having a wonderful weekend and holiday. Hello, Gustavo. Also, we'll go hand out the code soon as well. As soon as we get these crowns, we'll hand out code. I think we already have more than half. Oh, the problem is that very last one takes forever. It's a lot quicker now that we have Dust Devil again. Look, we only need 3 more already. So much quicker with Weaver. I mean, with without Weaver, with or without Rowan, I should say, using Dust Devils again. Because for like the last week or so, we've been using Rowan only. So now we can actually use Quick Kill again. Now that I don't need XP anymore. Yeah, the other Nexus event in 2 weeks should have it in event queue drop table. The one that's happening next week, I am pretty sure will not. But no, the one 2 weeks from now should. Because we basically get 3 Nexus events during the duration of the Kingdom event. We had one already. We have another one happening next week, and then the other one I believe is 3 weeks from now, or 3 Mondays from now. I mean, which is basically 15 days from now. Did I ever go over to World event scoring? It's very annoying. I believe you literally just have to reference the sheet to even have any clue. Because they're literally all scored differently. Which makes it absurdly annoying to figure out which on Earth is the correct one to actually go for. It's not even like alphabetical order. It's like B's are best. So it's like B best, C worst, but then there's crossbow tower. It's weird. B best is does work though. But C being worse isn't correct. It's weird to try to memorize what on earth the scoring is. Just don't take Catapult Tower and hopefully you'll be fine. Just whatever you do, don't take Catapult Tower. And you're probably taking the correct room, hopefully. Because I believe the event eventually gets to the point where you're just taking the same room over and over again. So it only really matters the scoring for the first several dozen battles. And then you're just doing the same battle over and over and over again, regardless of what it is. Because eventually all your towers are just going to be catapult towers. And then you just keep taking whatever one isn't the catapult tower. I believe we only need one more left. There's either one or two. Might be two. Oh no, we only need one. That last elusive one that never wants to drop. Hopefully we'll get it soon. We'll hand out the code as soon as we get the final one. And then we'll probably go... we need to do arena event. I don't think we took the other dailies yet, but we'll go take those and then probably do arena the rest of the stream. I'm not sure if we're going to do all the way through though. I kind of don't even want to bother trying for the last orb, to be honest. I think we'll still do 3 today, which will give us the second to last reward. But I don't think I'm going to bother trying to get the orb this time. It'll be actually the first time I haven't fully one-cycled a arena event. It just doesn't seem that worth it compared to how much easier it is to get them in Vault Keys. I'd rather just spend another half an hour farming Vault event. Because that's less time and more reward. Oh, I just got the one thing I already needed. What am I doing? We literally just got it. Yeah, there we go. We don't get anything too interesting, though. There might be an upgrade on the line, though. Oh, it is. Nice. Doesn't really help us much, though. Well, actually, that's not true. This pet actually does help us. When we do Pure Faction this Friday, it helps us. So never mind. That's actually a kind of okay pickup. It's not going to, like, be that huge difference. But having this further upgraded does help you when you do the Nexus faction this Friday. Assuming you're using at least 2 different faction troops. Which almost every team will be. Even if you're doing some of the like weird strats, like 3 of the rear with something else, you're still using the something else. It's not like you're going to go 4 of the same. But yeah, that'll help this Friday. Because of course the faction counts both as the faction and as Nexus. So it still gains a benefit from the Nexus bonus. Oh, did we get an orb? Speaking of free orbs that are easy to get. Hello, free orb that was easy to get. Hey, a purple as well. Nice. Okay, anyways, let's go clear out the other dailies real quick that we haven't bothered cycling through. Actually, everything I want to glory. I'll just take the event key here. I'll do it. Actually, I'll do it for Phoenicia. I don't think we're set to magic right now, are we? We'll find out when we don't kill something. Oh, yeah, let me go hand out code. I was going to go do that as soon as we got the final battle crasher. So go do that, clear out dailies, and then we'll just be doing arena the rest of the stream then. I think we're only going to do 3 arena, though. I know, I'm going to do the code. One moment. Actually, let me start getting the thingy. I'm just going to take a second for it to open. Okay, one moment. So I put that there. You put the thing in the thing. You put the thing in the other thing inside the other thing. And then you generate a code. Which is already generated. This is more so to get the full copy-paste of everything. Boom. And here you guys go. There's the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Redeem code's right over there in chat. There's a copy-paste of random numbers and letters starting with C9. And give same order as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Unusable on PC mobile version of the game. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps out a lot and is greatly appreciated. Especially now that YouTube hides all the dislike buttons. So now the only indication is all the like buttons. So definitely feel free to leave a like. Helps out a lot. And there's the code. Good old same loot. Also, save the gem key for this Friday. You're going to need it. Because it costs like 1,000 plus gem keys normally to get a Mythic. It's 0.1% chance. Very low. Which means approximately 1,000. Could take more, could take less. Hopefully we'll get lucky. We'll be doing a key opening and going over it this Friday morning. Or next Friday. Well, this Friday, next Friday. Same thing. You know. the Friday that's this week. Anyways. So. Let's go. We cleared out that. Or at least as much as we're going to do. Let's go clear out dungeons. And then we'll go and do arena the rest of the time. And finish out the arena event, since that's the last thing we need to get done this weekend. But I don't think I'm going to go for the final orb. But we are going to go for 3 more just to have chances of getting the pets we need. As well as, I believe it gives us some writs, I think. Like 60 writs, which isn't awful. Like, it's like half a deed. Or like 1/20th of an Imperial. Which put like that, it seems like such a ridiculously small amount of loot. But it's still something. Honestly, just the 3 daily thing to try to get a chance of an Imperial might actually be more of an Imperial than the 1/20th of an Imperial that we get from the actual reward, which is kind of funny. Like, there might statistically be a higher chance that we net an Imperial from one of the 9 dailies that you do over the course of the event than the actual value of the 1/20th of a Imperial that you get from actually doing the duration of the arena event. Which is kind of sad that the loot is that low. I still have no clue how they haven't rescaled it. Because the scaling on it is horrifically bad. I'm pretty sure we already finished World Event. Of course, that still goes on for like 5 more hours. We've been done with it since like Friday, though. Anyways, let's go to Arena. Wait, why is my thing blinking? Oh, yeah, duh, I keep forgetting these rewards from the Arena thingy. Next one is 60 writs, which we can actually see right there. Let's go do our 3 arenas, and that gives us 150. As long as we don't lose. We did lose 1. What do we want to go for here? So deal some damage, gain some attack, not that good. True damage? Wait, you've always done true damage? I always thought you were physical. Has this always done true damage and I've just never realized it? Oh, no, this isn't the, okay, never mind. I thought this was the Bounty Hunter one. I was like, wait, I could have sworn the Bounty Hunter was physical damage. It is. This is the epic version. Duh. We are drafting an epic after all. I'm not sure why. The trooper are kind of like somewhat similar. I thought that was this porcupine, or the cactus rare from Arena. I mean, from a, not Arena. From Bounty Hunter. Whoops, that's not what that is. Okay, we got a mana drain. We've got a damage boosted by lycanthropy, which barely even exists in this mode. A yellow-blue. At this point, I might as well just take Spider. Whale, deal damage to last enemy, freeze them. If they are already frozen, there's a 20% chance to devour them. Interesting. Is that worth it? Also, I almost forgot that troop even exists. Oh, no wonder why. It's a bounty troop that became dead content instantly. Aha! I have found why it is useless. Honestly, based on our team right now, it almost seems like the best thing to go for. Ooh, the peasant. Okay, we won. It's over. We got peasant. It's over. Let the auto win commence. How do I want to order this? I think I'm fine with it that way. Now let's go get our win. Hey, we got a pet gnome. Hey, it actually matters today, unlike yesterday. Does the guild already have a pet active? I have no clue. We'll find out when we do or do not get a pet right now. I don't think it was. I don't recall there being a pet there. Or in that other menu. Okay, what weird things can we do with Peasant today? Also, I'm not joking when I say Peasant's actually ridiculously good. It's not auto-win, though. But it is very, very strong. Let's see. It's only used in Arena, though. Outside the context of Arena, it is very useless. Inside the context of Arena, it's arguably one of the best commons in the game. It has so many unique board control that you can't do with any other character. Still to this day, there aren't even any other characters that can do what it does. which is kind of strange given that it's a common. Hey, we got a pet. Is that one we need? It might be one that guildmates need. I don't think I need more copies of it, though. Yeah, I already maxed it. Though it's a somewhat more recent one, so some guildmates might need it. Unfortunately, I am not one of them. So when's that update coming where whoever activates a pet... They've never said they would do this, but it definitely needs to happen. The way that pets need to work is whoever is the person who activates the pet, either through pet bait or just a normal pet like we just did, it needs to be one that the person who activated the pet doesn't already have maxed, assuming they don't already have all the drop table maxed. But just pick one that the person doesn't have max. Doesn't matter which, just literally anything that's in the valid drop table. Just make it do that instead of like repeating the same repeat one like 10 out of like 12 times. I can't even remember the last time I've activated a pet myself that was actually a pet we needed. It has been a exceedingly long amount of time. Mostly because we have like 80% of pets max or something. 70, 80, somewhere around there. At least as far as the ones that are in the drop table, not counting cosmetics. What can we do here? I'll take that one over. Ooh, I can do weird stuff here. I can already take that naturally, but I wanted to do it with the peasant because it looks cooler. The peasant flare. Do we even have a good drain here? Kind of. We'll do that. If we get lucky enough here, this will kill something. That's exactly what I wanted to do well. Okay, do we even have alignment there? No, we did not. Though I could try to for green off of Sky. I did not get green off of Sky. Also, he didn't take it for anything. He could have taken it for green there. Now we can't take it for anything either. I'm going to take blue because peasant. Find something to do with it. Doesn't this activate if you destroy it? I can also just take the brown too. Double skull. Triple skull, technically. And unfortunately, this does not kill. You know what does kill, though? Peasant. Oh, not Viking's armor, though. Boo. How could you? I was going to throw that at it. Actually, I probably should armor turret first. How are we going to kill it now? Come on, peasant. So, if peasant can get triple skull, you could have just swiped for it anyways. Up, up, up. I can still swipe for it, but still. Normally what you'd want to do is like hit the Doom Skull itself and then do something off of that. Oh, what was your above comment, Tyron? Let's see. You spent 120 gems on the, let's see John's comment. You spent 120 gems on 10k gold keys and a vault key. From the key, you got 120 souls, 2 diamonds, a gnome, and 2 minor trait stones. Did you get your gems worth? Let's see. For what? 120 gems on the 10k gold and the vault key? Oh, okay. I see what you meant now. Generally, I would not advise getting the 120 gem for vault. There was a point in this game where it was maybe okay value. I personally always valued a single vault key probably around like 80 gems. So the fact that they cost 120 is a little bit of a gamble on if you're going to get a positive value. Overall, statistically, it's going to be a negative value, which is why they priced it at 120. Because from what I understand from data I've seen, it's around 80-ish gem value on average, give or take. So it's normally not worth getting it for 120. Even if you get lucky on it occasionally, you're still going to net be overall in the red, just because of how the drop table is. But the other reason why they're not worth as getting anymore is they're definitely a lot less scarce. Vault events farm them at such a rapid pace that getting them for 120 gems really isn't worth it in the current state of the game. So I would not really advise ever getting them for 120 gems. Like, the main way you get them is generally just vault events these days, particularly Nomapaloozas. Well, every vault event is of Nomapalooza, but, you know, activating Nomapaloozas during a Gnome event. Because it just gives so many that getting them through any other means seems kind of bad now. Just because you get so many during that duration. What do I even take here? I don't want to give him Skull, but I also want Mana Drain. Actually, I do want to give him Skull. Because giving him Skull allows us to do this. to kill him, though. We'll still go for the poke. Nothing else, we also get to freeze. That would also be a Devour chance, but the Devour rate's so low, 20% if they're frozen. That's basically 0. Did I give him another skull? I would if it wasn't for the fact he has exact damage to kill. Which is kind of unfortunate there. Oh no! Aw. Alright, let's just throw a, actually, up, skull. We won. And that kills him out. Oh, yeah, sorry, Tyrian, I still didn't see your comment. I got distracted by a different comment. You just found your 10th Nisha token since Thursday? Nice. Wow, that's pretty good luck. Why can't they always come this quickly? I know, I've been getting some pretty good luck sprees with it recently, too. Also, hello, Sunfox. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, that's some pretty good Nisha rate. I know the little bit of farming we've been doing recently has been pretty good, too. Though overall, it seems like the rate's still the same. Just been getting a bit lucky here and there. You only need like 1 billion luck until you eventually get something that seems slightly better than that luck. Like, you can only get such bad luck until your luck eventually has to get better. Because it can't possibly get worse. You eventually reach that point. Let's see. Or, you know, at least the perception of what's happening seems like that. Or you get such a long bad luck streak for so long that almost any luck streak seems so good in comparison. But yeah, we had like a 4 Nisha in an hour the other day. Or, I think it was, I want to say last week's Thursday? Can't remember exactly when it was. But we got like 3 or 4 Nishas with an hour. Or a little bit less than an hour. The best we ever done within an hour was, I believe 8 Nishas in a single hour. Which will probably never happen again. We also got 2 double Nishas within that hour. As in 2 Nishas in the same chest twice. Let's see. No triple Nisha yet, though. We've gotten close. Double Nisha with an epic's the closest we got. That's the closest we've gotten. I got a busy day tomorrow. Catch you later, Isabel. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you tomorrow night then. So why does this arena run feel like it's going slow? Probably because this team is so bad. The only thing holding it together is Peasant. And the fact that we have 1 damage source. But mostly the Peasant. The biggest issue is how bad our rare is. And the Ultra Rare doesn't really do anything for speed. It just makes sure we don't lose. Which is good for not losing part, but it's not good for the winning quickly part. Hopefully we'll get a much better draft on the next one. I really love using Peasant, though. In the context of Arena, it's probably one of my top 10 favorite troops. It's like the only time you ever get to use it, because it is so horrifically bad in any other location. Though you could theoretically make a Peasant into a Mythic. It just needs a good final trait. Like, if you made it so it got to keep Jinx, and you traded out Greed and Heart, like Warder Heart, for like a 65% reduction for instead of Warder Heart, and like an actual unique trait instead of Greedy in the back that's like insanely good. Like, you just got yourself a Mythic. That's all you have to do. You can just keep him with the exact same ability. Maybe just with like some follow-up on it. But just give him a unique Mythic trait and give him like a 65% reduction or something on skulls. You basically got yourself a Mythic just off that ability. Let's see. We'll take that over. That is so unfortunate that that's 1 damage short. Also, watch. Is it going to hit last slot? Calling it now. Actually, let me drain first. Ideally, we wanted that first slot. What's going to hit is last slot. Got it. There was like 100% chance it was going to hit last at that point. Oh, wait, never mind. It always hits last. Wait. Wait. Fail. I thought this entire time it's been hitting randomly. That is how little I've used this useless troop. Whoops. It actually always hits last. So I wasn't incorrect. I just forgot it's only hit last. I thought it was random. We just did like an entire arena run with it, and I just now realized it's last instead of random. Let's see, we'll throw that down. Wait, so did I actually unintentionally draft back hit synergy? Because I didn't realize when I picked the two of them together that we have double back hit. I knew this thing back hit. I didn't realize that thing did. That's the problem with off meta troops. Oh wait, oh good, we have exact enough damage. Slight fail. Oh, so hello Haley, welcome. Any recommendations on a Mythic after Phoenicia and Scourge to gold medal? Leaning towards Ketris and Mistralis. I don't feel like Ketris is used too much in the current state of the game. It's not a bad option. Oh good, we got, speaking of but not a bad option, let me grab those. Are you sure you want to purchase that? Yes, give me that. That's what we're looking for. But, I don't know, Ketris is a good troop. I just don't feel like he's medal worthy. Honestly, I don't feel like most things, other than getting Phoenicia or Scourge upgraded in the current state of game, I personally do not feel like any of the Mythic is currently medal worthy. To such a degree where even if you have enough, I feel like you would keep holding until a better Mythic comes out into the future. Because the amount of time it's going to take to actually start farming Mythics, like unless you're doing it like every single day for multiple hours, like you really have to be holding on to your niches. Because it only takes a couple good months in a row for us to get like insane Mythics that are going to require all those medals. Oh, I'm in there. I need 2 more arenas. Okay, what do we even need? But if I had to say another one, I'd probably say, I'm not even sure. It really depends what you use at that point. I definitely wouldn't go something like a Ketris, though. I mean, not Ketris, a Zugov. Like a Zugov, even if you use it like a ridiculous amount, the amount of benefit you get for upgrading it's just so bad. To such a degree that just doesn't seem worth it. Oh, that is super inconsistent damage. I'd rather just take the true damage at that point. This has some potential. I'm just concerned that it kills itself out. Oh, boosted by their life. Let's assume they have 10 life. This does 11 damage. That's kind of underwhelming. I'd rather smash a bot at that point. Yeah, this draft is going to be awful, I see. I see the direction of which this is going, and I do not like it. Oh, this does have a little mini boost ratio, though. It's not, like, super good, but you know what? This team will get the job done. This is a very weird team, but it's a weird team that can actually do something. Or can it? The problem is everything needs mana, but they all block each other in some different way. That makes it kind of awkward. I think we can still win with this, though. Zugov? Yeah, generally upgrading Zugov. I see a lot of upgraded Zugovs. Like, the only thing you get from upgrading Zugov is, like, what, a few attack value? Like, it gets almost nothing. I see quite a few weird mythics that get upgraded. Oh yeah, arena's still pretty meh. It's actually the first arena we're ever going to not finish since the event. I'm mostly just getting it for the 3 daily thingies. Which still gets all reward except the last orb, which is still fine. I'm just not going to bother getting the last orb. I really hope they do adjust this game mode. It's boosted by purple. Like, there's definitely potential in it. I need a blue. If I'm not mistaken, this steals beforehand. There's so many weird mechanics you need to know for Arena. Luckily, I did have that one memorized. We got one mechanic right, at least. But, there are some troops that do and do not steal their magic beforehand. And it isn't really clear as to if they do or don't. However, that is one I do remember does steal beforehand. Which is relevant because it would not have killed if it did it the other way around, but would have killed if it did it the way it just did. We use a mirror enough in Arena that I kind of remember that normally. There's quite a few that say they steal magic though, but they do it after the fact. Any of them that do it before the fact are pretty decent. It's one of the reasons why Yagway is kind of good. Because he retroactively steals the magic prior to doing his damage. While also having an HP boost ratio that also increases his damage. While also having a way of increasing that HP. He gets a lot of stuff done at once. Okay, can we get lucky off a Smash-a-Bot? The answer is kind of. Are you a blue? No. Is anything a blue? No. Oh, he's diseased. I'm like, wait, why did he not get full mana? Disease will do that. Yeah, that's way more than enough damage. Oh, no, but I don't have... No, Disease, how could you? You're 1 mana short. From earlier. Yeah, that Disease threw us off slightly. I'm mostly fine, though. I just do this. He did not destroy himself, which means he gets the meat shield for another hit here. I then go Amira... How much damage are we up to? Only 9? That's unfortunate. There's no way I can explode enough purples. I can cascade a skull, though. Is that even worth it? I can cascade 1 singular skull. We'd almost get more value just from exploding a bunch of things over here, though. So I do that. For whatever reason, he didn't go for it. We then throw in a mirror at him. And I can actually just kill him off the Doom Skull, then. That works. Also, we've gotten really weird drafts today. There's some of the weirder drafts we've gotten in a while. I feel like we should repick spam our last one so we have a nice shiny one for the final run. Because our drafts today have been horrifically bad. Actually, honestly, this entire Arena weekend, our drafts have been kind of underwhelming. Mostly because it just hasn't been giving us anything useful. Oh, that wild card luckily got us a extra turn. Yeah, wild cards are in Arena. They're pretty crazy. They're rather wild. You moved on to Puzzle Quest 3 to be disappointed there. That's funny. Yeah, the state of Puzzle Quest 3 is also pretty unfortunate. I've still been doing the daily system. Though quite a bit less and less every single day. Like, I was originally doing, like, maybe 2 hours a day, if not more. Then it went to, like, 1 hour a day. Now I'll be lucky if I do, like, half an hour a day. Let's see. They did say, they did confirm they're doing an update before Christmas, though. Probably for both Gems of War and for Puzzle Quest 3. They only confirmed it for Puzzle Quest 3. But they always do one for Gems of War as well, so very likely. Where did my team go? Come back. I need you. Oh no, he has, no wonder why. Never mind. We lost. We might as well just try losing right now. He is Envy. I might as well just retreat. He has an Envy. Envy is one of the strongest things in the entirety of Arena. Mostly because it basically gets a free double kill. While also having a pretty good chance of double killing after that double kill. Do they even care about Puzzle Quest 3? I have no clue. It's in a really weird state currently. I like the premise that's there. The execution is just far, 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 far off from where it needs to be. I'm kind of disappointed in a lot of games beta. Like, even Darkest Dungeon 2. I still wish they would have done more with it. Obviously, they still will be. It's still really early in it. But, like, the current state of it is kind of weird. Because it seems, like, overly easy. For a game that's, like, notoriously hard. Let's see. Yeah, one more. Can I do anything with this wild card? Yes, I can. Hey, please give us the best explosion. Don't kill yourself. No! Come back! Come back! I need you. How are we supposed to win? Oops, I almost took that trying for an extra turn there. That would fail. You're not blue, are you? Oh, those are wild cards. Why did I think those were elemental stars for a second? Whoops. I almost let them go by. I'm not sure what I was thinking for a moment there, but I was like thinking, oh, they're elemental stars. I can't go for them. But they're wild cards. Alright, 2 down. No thank you on that one. Alright, 1 more to go. And then we also get our writs. Okay, so far this draft is looking okay. We got a Lady Sapphira. We can work with that. That's workable. This has become increasingly less workable. Succubus is kind of interesting. Like, a first slot Succubus can kind of be okay. Like, you only want to cast him once and that's it. But his first cast gets really good value. Every subsequent cast is kind of underwhelming. Alright, this team just got a lot worse. Oh gosh. Do I do it? We just got a really weird combo that I kind of want to do. Yeah, we're going to roll with it. This is far from the best team we've ever gotten, but a pretty funny thing we could do with it, though. There we go. We're going to use Serpent to feed Succubus to kill everything and have Lady Sapphira clean up whatever's left. That's pretty much the entire plan. So we cast Charm. We then ideally go for reds. Though that missed pretty hard. We then kill everything before it does something annoying. I might as well just let that thing bleed out. I mean, poison out, I mean. I can get 1 Succubus hit here. Actually, technically I could have gotten 2 if it went the other way around. Though we have no control over which way it goes. Try for Yellow Alpha Sky, didn't get it. Oh no, he has that resummon thing. Oh no. That's not guaranteed though. Oh, it sure seems like it, but that one just did it there. He did it once and he got it. So he has 100% rate currently. That seems guaranteed to me. He has done it all 1 out of 1 times. That's 100% rate. Yeah, I have no clue what's happened with the Gems of War Puzzle Quest 3 community management. Like, since Salty left, like, it was already kind of, like, not the greatest. And then after Salty left, it became non-existent. Like, Salty actually did a pretty good job relative to the current state of whatever on Earth their community management is. Let's see, let's get it over. Oh, I did not mean to cast this one. No, at this point, I might as well just poison kill it. I can still get a succubus here. Oh, that was a really good value succubus. That's why we have one. Alright, now it's Lady Sapphire just kills the rest. It's also why I have Lady Sapphire all the way down there. Because worst comes to worst, we could ideally just win off of that. I should probably kill that before he wins. Because that is becoming dangerously close to winning. But if anyone else has any other questions they want me to go over, do let me know. Because once we get these last 3 kills, we'll probably call it a wrap. At least for now, anyways. Until next week, where we have a billion things going on. Monday, we're definitely going to be messing with that book. See exactly what it could do. It's probably something we might have to cover in its own video. I didn't want to necessarily do the Centurion because I have a feeling he's just going to get nerfed. However, I feel like Book is strong, but not so strong that it's going to get nerfed. Like, Centurion is strong, but so strong that it's probably getting nerfed. But Book is strong, but not strong enough to get nerfed, I'm pretty sure. So that one's worth covering a video on. Because my concern with Centurion, again, is they were going to, like, nerf it this week. Though there wasn't anything in the post that said they did. So who knows, maybe it's staying that way. Like, there's almost no way it survives the next balance patch. Or something like the book that's coming out tomorrow. Like, that's probably not going to get nerfed ever, if even... And if it does, it's not going to be anytime soon. If even at all. Okay, I believe we do lose this battle. Everything on our team died in a very weird order. It's the only bad thing about using one of our better troops in last slot, is if they have something that hits last slot, get a bit of a bad situation. 2 really good succubus casts could get us through this battle. The only problem is it's pure RNG if it does it correctly. Though that is actually one correct cast. So if it does that again, we might actually win. This is actually very much winnable. The fact that the thing in the middle just barriered is actually really useful to us. That actually helps us more than it hurts us. Though now it's a little bit more awkward. Hey, if you could just stop casting, though. We could actually win this. Okay, I really need to get poisoned down. If this lands, I think we actually win. We might have just won. So I throw... Oh, I should have taken that yellow first. Oh, good. He actually killed the thing, though. Okay, so I can't cast Succubus anymore. But we got him poisoned, so he isn't going to bleed spam like crazy. So all we really have to do now is just control the board and make sure he does not keep getting mana like he has been. As long as we deny his mana, we just win. Because all I have to do is poke him twice with skulls. The only problem is he keeps taking mana. Alright, I can use Succubus to pass my turn if I need. The problem is I need you to stop casting. For like 5 seconds. Don't. No. How could you? I'm just gonna pass my turn and hope Poison gets it. Okay, apparently I'm taking Skull. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. He's getting a lot of value. No, I don't have a follow-up, no. I'm just gonna take some mana. He'll do a thing, get even more mana. He'll do it again, get another barrier. He'll do it again, then get another barrier. I do have a way to pass my turn now, though, if nothing else. Okay, I need that to no! Proc the barrier already. Okay, he has dropped barrier. We have a chance right now. He has let go of his barrier. And has no way to get more barrier currently. Until one of us messes up. Do we have it? No! I was hoping for a Cascaded Skull. I still can try. So it's 50-50 on if I get it, he gets it, or neither of us gets it. Oh, no, no, no. Actually, it's a 33% chance in his way. Is that still worth trying? There's a 33% chance we get it, 66% chance he gets it. And we die if he does get it because it's going to be a Doom Skull one. But we also win if we get it. Okay, neither of us got it. That's scary. I wish there was a Cascade nearby. Luckily, we can stall for the final turn if we have to. So what's our move right now? Is it the final move on the board? Because I could just stall and then win. Ooh, no. Okay. So statistically, if we pass our turn, we have a better chance of winning here than he does. Because he only has a 33% chance he'll get it, which means he's definitely going to get it. While we have a 66% chance. It's the last move on the board. So to have the highest odds of winning this, we want to pass our turn. Because if a skull falls there or there, we win. If a skull falls there, we lose. So we have a higher chance of winning than losing by doing this. And we I knew it! What a fail. In all fairness, both locations were a skull. But that one being a skull makes us lose. I should just went for it. In all fairness, the math was on our side. Though I should have known that there was a 100% chance the AI would get good luck there. I should have known. How could I be so naive? 33% is like a 100% chance. Let's see. We'll take a red there. Try for skull over there. Didn't get it. Well, I don't think they're going to nerf Centurion into the ground if they tweak it. It's probably going to be like a light tweak. It's just weird that it has both the Devour and the amount of mana accumulation that it has. If it had one or the other, it'd probably be fine. It's just weird that it has both. And obviously, if they were to keep one, they should keep the mana accumulation, because that's what it's used for mostly, not the Devour. The Devour helps, but it's not the main reason you're using it normally. Though it does allow it to be used as a damage source, if nothing else. Because one nice thing about the Devour on Centurion is you can use it as the your damage source. So you could put it in first slot and it gains a bunch of damage. Whereas if it ever got nerfed in that regard, you'd probably have to use like a hero class or something similar as your tank. Or, you know, as your damage source. Whereas right now it acts as its own damage source and its own mana accumulation. So you don't need another troop there. It's another reason why it works kind of good in Zugoff, because your hero doesn't have to be designated to like a triple damage burning necessarily. You can use it more so as a, use a Centurion as your damage. Because assuming it gets like one Devour, it's pretty much good to go. Also, I wonder how it does in factions. We haven't actually had really a faction event, or, you know, like a new faction. This Friday is going to be the first new faction since Centurion has existed. So I might want to mention a team for it. Wait, can it even be used in the coloration? It's yellow-purple. Centurion is, why do I forget Centurion in its color? Isn't it brown-red? No, it's, yeah, isn't it brown-red? So yeah, it can't be used for the thingy then. I actually completely forget its color. I haven't used it in like the last 2 days and I already forget, gosh. I'm pretty sure it's brown-red. Why does that sound incorrect, though? It needs to use either yellow or purple to be able to be used for the faction on Friday. I'll go check it after. I actually completely forget off the top of my head. Let's see. Yeah, I'm really curious to see how it performs in Friday's faction. Assuming it can be used for so. Otherwise, we might have to keep waiting. Let's see. Because I don't think the coloration allows it. I'll go double check. It's red-brown? Yeah, that's why I thought. Okay, I wasn't going insane. I'm not sure why red-brown didn't sound correct for a second there. Yeah, I was right the first time. It is red-brown. So yeah, that means you can't use it on Friday then. Yeah, I was right the first time. I'm not sure why. I was just second-guessing myself. Normally, whatever the first thought is probably correct when it comes to troops in this game. There's so many to remember these days. Now that there's like almost 1,100 of them. Not even counting weapons. Alright, what on earth do we kill? I think last slot's the biggest threat. Yeah, he only has 2-to-1 boost ratio. The other one also has 2-to-1, but he has 2-to-1 that can target stuff. Succubus does nothing, which is actually kind of concerning here. Good. So that's kind of wasted now. Oh, we won this over. We'd almost have to actively try to lose. Though if he got a Doom Skull poke into like a big other skull, he might have actually won. There we go. Okay, one more fight. Let's not lose it, hopefully. Come on, nothing overly meta. Okay, I can work with that. Wait, what's that spider again? Poison 1 to 3 random enemies. Create 1 to 3 green mana potions. Oh yeah, this was that one green mana potion thing. That was useless. If an enemy is webbed, there's a 50% chance to gain an extra turn. Interesting. I've never seen any of these potion ones in Arena yet. All of them are actually already in Arena now. This is the first one I've seen since we've been doing Arena this weekend. But since the last time we've had an Arena event, every single potion troop is in Arena now. Like the blue one, the green one, the brown, you know, all the potion troops. So this is the green version of it. Interesting. It's really bad though. Or at least outside the context of Arena. Inside the context of Arena, that might not be horrible if you draft enough greens. And he definitely drafted enough greens. So I gotta be a little careful. I don't have enough true... Wait, do we? Yeah, we have 8 true damage. Hold up. I can kill Spider directly. I think our best plan is to take every brown and yellow from the board and win that way. Ignoring if we get hit by skulls or anything else. Just go all in to try to one-shot him. Seems like our best path forward. So that died, but we did it by design. Let's see. I'll take that green first, even though I don't need it. Just to get it off the board. Actually, I'll take that just to see if we get lucky. Not quite what we need. I kind of want to throw Succubus now, but I want to go for my one-shot before I do. The only problem is we can't one-shot off this current board. We're going to try for brown off of Sky. We did not get it. And he just used my wild card. I can take yellow here, actually. There we go. He's going to get a skull follow-up, but it's worth it for the kill here. So much setup to try to get this one single kill. Actually, at this point, I can just skull kill him and then kill the other one. So he's going to kill my first slot. We then kill that before he kills my entire team. And then Succubus now that they're right next to each other. So we actually get Succubus value. Okay, ideally what happens here is Goblin hits Wolf or hits Dog, and then Dog hits Goblin. That's exactly what we wanted to have happen. And now we just win. Oh, wait. That's not it. We just true damage him and hope he doesn't get lucky. Good. There we go. Wow, what a weird triple draft today. Not a fan. Hey, I am a fan of our loot, though. We've gotten 4 Black Beastkin. But I want to be seeing the Goblin one a little bit more, but I'll take that. We got 4 of the Black Beast, which is for Zhejian bonus. Just got to make sure not to upgrade it all the way. Actually, so much so, I'm not even going to upgrade that one. So this will be the first Arena event, I think, ever where we don't go for all rewards. Because honestly, it has already been kind of going down in value. I think I'll still do it for the 3 dailies when we have arenas, though I'm not sure I'm going to ever bother going for the final orb again. Because you still get everything except the final orb by doing 3 every single day. Because this is what 3 every single day does. You get your 2 event keys, 3 gem keys, 1,000 shards, 60 writs. The only difference is we don't get the orb at the end. That's fine. Don't really need it. But you get so many orbs. Like, honestly, at this point, I really don't think we need it. One single random orb that might give us a random blue at best. Like, this is the best it's going to do. And this is the second best that's going to do. 380. Gosh, we're going to have like 1,000 of these someday. And obviously oranges are insane and greens. Actually, we have quite a bit less greens. Mostly because I actually try using them. Whereas orange I don't really use. It's kind of funny, but we actually do have less greens even though they have a higher drop rate just because I actually use them, but I don't really use the small oranges that much. Because there's just so many trait stones in the game that you don't really need to use the small oranges. But anyways, guys. I think we're going to wrap it up here for now. We will be back tomorrow, same time as always, hour and a half prior to now tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow, quite a few things going on next week. The most noteworthy thing coming in tomorrow is the new book. You can get it through the, I almost said invasion event. It's almost like an invasion event. It's all towers. But during the world event, you can end up getting the new weapon. I think it's 500 or so gems. You can end up picking it up. It's also going to be in Soulforge all week. So that's going to be pretty huge. The other thing that's pretty noteworthy is on Friday, we're getting a new faction and a new mythic, all for Nexus. In total, we are getting 7 new troops for Nexus next week, 2 new weapons, 2 new pets, and 2 new weapons. Oh wait, I already said weapons twice. So yeah, 2 weapons, 2 pets, 7 troops, and a faction. That's everything that we're getting next week for Nexus. So a lot of things. Basically, it's like doubling the amount of content it has next week. It's the biggest increase that we're getting to Nexus during the entirety of this duration that, you know, Nexus is getting content. So basically, like, half the kingdom's coming out next week. It's like the other half of the release, pretty much. Not literally the rest of the half, but it's like we had 4/5. This is the other 4/5, and then we get like the other like 1/5 in like 3 weeks from now, I think. Like that last little sliver. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys then. Hope you all have a wonderful week. And thank you for watching as always. Greatly appreciated. And goodbye, everyone. And of course, we'll be covering the Monday video hopefully in several hours from now. Try to have that up nice and early and then get some sleep. I'll catch you guys then. Goodbye, everyone.